Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we watch this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Today I will tell you some story about Cinderella. Once upon a time, there was a nobleman who had sweet wife and daughter. But his wife died and his second one was buried. She had two daughters who was bad tempers and them have ugly face. They were mean to their stepsister Ella. She had to sweep the cinder from the grate, so they called her Cinderella. One day, the king's son sent out invitation to a grand ball at the palace. The ugly sisters spent ache deciding what to wear, and Cinderella dresses and brushed their hair. There was no question of Cinderella going to the ball in her rag. When the ugly sister had left the ball, Cinderella burst into tears. How I wish I could go too, she cried. Suddenly, her fairy godmother appeared. Don't cry, child, she said. Of course you can go there, to the ball. But first we will need a few bits and pieces. Get me one pumpkin, 6 little mice, 1 large rat, and 6 lizards. Well, Cinderella don't think how a pumpkin and some animal were going to get her to the ball. But she did as her godmother asked. Her fairy godmother waved her wand and whoosh! The pumpkin disappeared, and its place stood a beautiful coach. Into a team of handsome carriage horse. The rat was soon a rather fat coachman, and lizard became 6 footmen. So now Cinderella had a lovely coach to take her to the ball. But she was still in her rag. Her godmother smiled and tapped her once with her wand. Immediately, Cinderella was dressed in charming gold. Now off you go, said her godmother. But remember, at the midnight, everything will go back to the way it was. So, you must be home before that. Cinderella promised, then stepped into her beautiful coach. The six white horse set off toward the king's palace. Everyone at the ball stopped dancing when the mysterious stranger arrived. Cinderella looked so beautiful in her gold dress that everyone thought she was a princess from a foreign country. Even her two stepsisters were followed. The princess was just as curious as everyone else. From the moment Cinderella came in the ballroom, he danced with no one else. By the end of the evening, he was madly in love with his beautiful princess, and he didn't even know her name. And Cinderella was just as much in love with the prince. But as they were dancing, Cinderella suddenly heard the chimes of the clock. Oh no, she cried. I must be midnight. Cinderella ran away from the prince, out of the ballroom, and down the palace steps, losing one of her glass slippers. Along the way, by the time he reached the bottom step, the clock had finished striking 12, and Cinderella was in wreck again. The princess ran after Cinderella, but all he found the beautiful glass slipper from the step. Send out a proclamation, he said. I will marry the person whose foot fits this slipper. Will ask every woman in the kingdom to try on the slipper. So, the prince went to every house in the kingdom. And soon he came to the house where Cinderella lived with her stepsister. Of course, the ugly stepsisters were very eager her to try their luck. But no matter how hard they pushed their big feet into the glass slipper, it didn't fit. So Cinderella came forward to try on the slipper. To the amazement of her stepsister, it fitted perfectly. The prince looked up at Cinderella's face and recognized the beautiful princess he had danced with at the ball. So, so he married Cinderella, and unlike the stepsister, they lived happily ever after. That's all. Thank you.